Restorative justice, as all of you know, in its most basic definition, might be defined as making right. And making right in a restorative justice frame hopes to make right in every direction for the victim, for the offender, and for the human community to which both belong. You are pioneering the trail that can lead to human flourishing. Restorative justice is a better way. Restorative justice in a biblical view rests on the foundation of two key Old Testament concepts, shalom and covenant. But this isn't a peace that is just the absence of violence. Shalom is a condition of peace where everything is right. So here we see how shalom and covenants provide a theological foundation for restorative justice. Now, another theological theme that we could follow through the Bible, and I'm relying on Tom Yoder Neufeld for much of this, and it's the theme of God as a gathering God.
하나님은 모이게 하는, 모으는 하나님이다라고 하는 개념입니다.
God's activity in creation God's activity is creation, redemption, reconciling, gathering, unifying.
이 하나님의 활동, 하나님의 사역은 결국은 창조하고 그리고 구원하고 화해하고 모이게 하고 이제 또 연합하고 이런 것들이 하나님의 사역이라고.
God's activity in the scriptures are not about alienating, avenging, polarizing, or dividing. God is always driven by love and draws people in love. God so loved the world in order to save the world. So now we can ask the question, if reconciling and gathering are central to God's work, what does that have to do with our purpose in the world? You have heard it said, love your neighbor and hate your enemy. But I say, love your enemies and pray for those who persecute you, so that you may be children of your Father in heaven. For if you love those who love you, what reward do you have? We know the theological and spiritual foundations upon which God's justice rests, and we bring as much of that into the world as the world can absorb. And we try not to be discouraged at the size of the gap between those. Well, I think all three levels are obstacles. And so while practicing restorative justice may put us in a restless space, because we believe this process is about birthing something new in the world, our restless space also has to be a patient space.